One spirit in the dark, like a candle wavers. Many spirits joined as one, burn with the power of the blazing sun. There is strength in community, the circle empowering you and me. Circles bind yet set us free. In a goddess name, so mote it be. One spirit in the dark, like a candle wavers. Hey, 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 my friends. Oh, I haven't seen you in so long. So did you get the candle analogy? Because we are in a hotel room and they don't let us have candles. So this was my pretend candle. If you have a candle with you, light it and send me the heat and the spark and the fire, because we're in fire season. Hey, Jane. Hi, Facebook loser. Facebook user.
User, don't you know?
Okay, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. If you're new, I'm so sorry. But over the last 2.5 months, I have been having major dental work done. And now I have this little thing. And I am so terrified that I don't talk. I don't talk right. So anyhow, if I say it out loud and just tell you, then I don't have to think about it anymore. You all know that I'm self-conscious about it. So there we go. Hey, Deb. Hi, Lindsay. So, formally, hi, welcome to Tea and Tarot. Usually we're on Sunday mornings, but this is the evening edition. You can find me on Facebook and on YouTube and on Patreon, where you can support the work. I also accept tips in my Venmo account. We'll put a link in the comments. So happy 4th of July, with all its, problems and, happy memories for some of us anyway. For Amy and I, it's our anniversary. Honey, how do you feel? Are you signing up for another year? Okay. One more year? Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Try it out.
Mm-hmm. Every year you have to recommit. Oh, somebody else had dental work, and I swear they put Trump's wall in my mouth. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Hi, Michelle. Hello, all the Facebook users. Anyway, let me know who you are in the comments if you're a Facebook user that doesn't want to be named, just so I know who's here. New thing, because we're traveling, I'm trying this new thing and not having paper notes. It is not a teleprompter, let me tell you. It's old school, new school. Is that a thing now? So let me know how it works. Don't think I'm ignoring you. Hey, Tina. Hi, Stephanie. Wilma. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let's talk about things. It's been very difficult for me to take an entire month away, but I knew I was being sporadic and inconsistent, and I was just feeling so terrible. And then all the dental work came, and I was like, this is a sign that I just need to shut it down for a while. And it was a good thing for me. And I'm doing more of that. And you're going to hear that it's being suggested for all of us, not just me. So we're going to be doing some new things because I'm here in Pittsfield tonight, and then we're headed to Gloucester. And we're going to be there for 10 days, and I am so looking forward to it. I'm tearing up right now a little bit, just thinking about being at the big yellow house.
You're going to sleep down on the dock, aren't you?
I might sleep outside. I've been sleeping outside a lot lately, so I have to find a good place to sleep. So anyhow, that means I'm on workation. That means some of the time I work, some of the time I vacation. And I want to tell you about some of the things that we're going to do. Right now, whirling its way towards Wolf Hill Lane is my new deck, the Muse Tarot by Chrisanne Donnelly. So I am going to be doing a deck tour of that deck in our Facebook group, Tarot for Real Life. So look forward to that. I love Chrisanne's work. She's the author of the Light Seers Tarot, and I use that quite a bit. Oh, Tina, I'm so happy to have tea and tarot too. I missed you. I needed it, but I missed doing it, and I missed all of you. Hey, Jill. Hey, Mandy. Mandy Marie. Do you go by both or just Mandy? So let me tell you a couple of things about workation. I set aside 10 reading appointments at the price of $66 because 66 in numerology is the number of deep healing. And when I go to the yellow house, when I go to the sea, healing is the vibe. Healing is the vibe for me. Oh, yeah. That's my new commercial. So I only have 10 spots, so you have to message me, and then paid appointments get set in stone. And I have Zoom, so it's just like this. All right, I think that's all the announcements. So after my hiatus, I want to tell you that we are under the influence right now of the waning crescent moon, going into the balsamic moon. What?
As opposed to the apple cider moon.
No, I'm thinking under the influence.
Yeah.
We are under her, I don't know. The twins are acting up. I'm just letting you know, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to work with it, and then I might have to use my teacher voice. So the waning crescent moon, soon to be the balsamic moon, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Remember, the balsamic moon, our theme song. It's okay to rest. We're going to be traversing, the moon will be traversing between Taurus, where it is right now, grounded, salt of the earth, take advantage of that. And then progressing through Gemini's adventuring. Like, I really feel the energy of lots of ideas just popping. And then landing in the sweet healing waters of Cancer on July 9th. Sneaky. I'm going to be doing channeled messages for my mood meditation Sacred Circle on July 9th. So if you're not a Sacred Circle member, now might be the time. So it's that contemplation time as we set our intentions for the new moon in Cancer. Sentimentality is okay as long as it doesn't take us into the swamplands of snapping and guarding and scurrying away, which are also Cancer's qualities, the crab. So as we go into prayer, I want us to soften together. Just for a moment, let ourselves feel safe and protected so that we can fully activate our heart space. Settle, breathe. As we open the channel of divine love and light to bring forth this message for Sunday morning tea and tarot, I ask our guides, angels, light beings, and ancestors to show up, surround us with love and protection, and bring forth messages that are clear, concise, and actionable, delivered for our highest good, in fact, the highest good for all. We ask this in perfect love and perfect trust, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Who jumped on in prayer? I'm gonna cry tonight probably before anything is over, and not because the message is like super big deal, but because I've missed doing this. Like, this has been my job for the last 4 years, and I'm really glad to be back. Hey, Constance. Okay, Mandy's good. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, your birthday is on the 9th. Ooh, that's kind of cool. My birthday is the 9th, and it's feeling pretty meant to be for a new moon in Cancer for this crab. I want to hear more about that, girl. Yeah. Oh, somebody says they see no feed.
That's me.
Oh. Okay, I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah.
So, Sunday morning tea and tarot evening edition happens in 3 parts: the swirl, the path, the illumination. The swirl is the energy active around us, twining through us as communities, as families, as employees, as citizens of the world, in fact, the universe, everything cosmic. And we are starting out this week with the 4 of Swords reversed from the Wildwood Tarot. Mark Ryan and John Matthews. Will Worthington is the illustrator. So 4 of Arrows or 4 of Swords reversed. And phew, it's like we're starting the week already feeling a little burned out. How long has it been since you have begun the week feeling refreshed, grounded, and centered? Crickets. I hear none of you telling me. Did you even have a weekend? Are you crying because the weekend's almost over, even though you have an extra day, some of us? Under the our systems are going to require less. We are still in the post-shadow of Mercury retrograde, piecing it all together. And I want you to think about what you can do to carve out pockets of time for rest, resting your system, releasing your belly, dropping your shoulders, letting your jaw go slack, just for a few minutes, just a mini exhale, and start cultivating that. If you're able, you could have a mini hermiting where you can do a little meditation and journaling. I posted a meditation I did on balancing. Be a great time to listen to that. Maybe I'll repost it once I get to Gloucester. For God's sakes, don't say yes to things that you want to say no to. We are under the Leo sun. No, you're under the Cancer sun, but Leo is looming. It is fire season, okay? And if you start saying yes to things that you really want to say no to, I think you're going to get your ass singed a little bit. It doesn't have to be a big deal, but I think it could happen. You may be uber busy. Fire season, after all, yes. But that's why we need to plan for rest. That's why we have to build it into our schedule as if it was a meeting with God. Okay? Because it is. This goddess. All right? Next card. Hold on. I need a sip of water. Oh. Next card is the Queen of Stones reversed. Ryan and Matthews give this the personality of the mama bear. Mama bear, or the Stones suit, Pentacles suit, is a winter suit. And so we see the mama bear at the gaping opening of the cave. And she's got her eyes out, she's got cubs probably at this point. And she's got that thing going on where I need to be hyper vigilant. Reversed, we could see a little work-home conflict this week. Fire season, let me just tell you this, and please, my astrology is so bad, but this fire season has a little Mars-Saturn thing going on that could bring a little combustion. If you want to learn more about this, I always recommend Rachel Retrograde, Rachel Marks Ocampo, who's a good person to talk to about your stars. I also am a subscriber of the Channing Nicholas app, and I get so much value out of that. And I'm not a paid sponsor. I just love the app. So checking out what this Mars-Saturn thing means for you might be really important right now. The Queen of Pentacles reverse can be a little self-involved. She can be a little greedy. She can be trying so hard to control things that she has activated the energy of scarcity mindset. But let me tell you, because we feel this way because we've been sucked dry. We've been through a year like no other that most of us have been through. So we're pruny right now. We all need to be drenched in the waters of Cancer and replenished, okay? Replenishment is essential to this fierce guardian. Is she going to be a fierce guardian, or is she just going to rip off everybody's face because she doesn't know what else to do? Last card in the swirl. They're all reversed this week in the swirl. It's the Three of Stones, and it's reverse. Ryan and Matthews name it creativity. But I have to say, when this card came out, all I could hear is that we all need a little alone time. And I know that that's fucking ridiculous after the last year, but I mean like some real high quality alone time. Some way to reconnect with our muse, with our forces, with our stability and groundedness. So this week's, I think you should expect that some squabbles will send us into our mutual corners where hopefully we'll get some water and a pep talk. But I want you to ask yourself, where is your mastery zone? And how can you stay working within that? Are you trying to micromanage situations to avoid doing, being, feeling? What are your avoidance techniques? This can literally mean problems at work. The Three of Pentacles reversed can literally mean problems at work. You know, it can also mean you lack some motivation. Your spark, your pilot light is out. Your mama bear is hungry after the long winter. And I want to tell you, it's because we're burnt out in a certain way right now. So we need to attend. And that's a difficult place to pull creativity from. So this week, I just want us to do a lot of rest and reflect and formulate intentions for that new moon in Cancer, that watery, sensitive sign of healing and nurturing and kissing all the boo-boos and making your heart feel reinvigorated. Oh, it's Tina Martina's birthday on the 9th. Oh, we'll pull a card for you later, okay? Yeah, suck dry, suck dry, suck dry. It's, I think we've all felt it. And then we beat ourselves up because we're like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not doing anything, but I'm so tired and I can't figure out what to do next. Well, fortunately, we have the path. And we're going to begin the path with the Five of Bows, empowerment. Ryan and Matthew, or Will Worthington pictures this as the giant with his big erect penis. So basically, you're going to need a little balls this week. All right, you're just gonna. I want to ask you though. What is that word empowerment? I don't want you to just let it wash over you like a bad Cosmopolitan article from 1987. You know, I want you to think about what it feels to you to be empowered, to feel yourself in that place of sovereignty. How do you actually give yourself power? Not power over, but power with, power to, power within. How do you hold your own sovereignty steadfastly and with integrity? And this would be a good meditation for tonight or tomorrow, because of that Taurus energy. I think it so feels like a Taurus moment. Journal if you're called. You know, journal these questions. If you feel like sharing in Tarot for Real Life, we would love to hear from you. Maybe we'll pull a card a day and just talk about our empowerment moment for the day. I think that could be a challenge. Let me know if you're interested. So our model for empowerment this week is the King of Cups, or King of Vessels in this deck, represented by the Heron. This card sits on the Wheel of the Year departing Lammas. Now, let me tell you, Lammas is the heart of fire season. It's the first harvest. It occurs around August 1st, 2nd. But really, Lammas season is from Lammas to Mabon, the second harvest, around the 21st, 22nd of September. So departing Lammas, where do you want to be? What powers do you want to embrace by Lammas, by that first harvest? And I think it's really going to be an internal harvest. At least that's the ritual that I'm working on for that season. Let yourself be guided by fairness and honesty. Take responsibility for your own emotions by empowering your healing process. Now, I want you to know that taking responsibility for your emotional healing does not mean self-mutilation with your internal dialogue and comparing yourself to others, because Five of Bows can be a little competitive in traditional decks. I don't want you doing that kind of stuff. I mean, you can, you have free choice, but here's my suggestion. How about working on your healing in a more serious way? Maybe you need one of those $66 workation readings. Maybe you need a therapist. Maybe you need a support group. Maybe you need a silent retreat. Maybe you need a yoga class. Maybe you need to go outside in your backyard and scream at the top of your lungs because you don't know what else to do. All these things are valid, but you got to get up out of your goddamn chair and do them. All right? You don't have to make them look like a fancy TikTok of magicry. You just have to do the thing, you know? And then the other pretty things come later where you can talk about it. I am not anti-pretty thing on TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. I'm just saying you got to do the work first. You got to do the work first. You don't do the work while you're shooting the TikTok, okay? All will assist in your highest vibration this week if we are paying attention to the qualities of the Heron, of the King of Cups, that wonderful elder of emotional wellness. Last card in the swirl is the Balance card reverse. This would be Temperance in a traditional tarot deck. And we all need a new way of being balanced. Actually, inhaling and exhaling with respiration that feels right to you is balance. You know, did you ever go to like a meditation class and they're like, take a deep breath in, and all of a sudden you're trying to like keep up with the people next to you. Oh, my inhale's too big, my exhale's not deep enough, all that kind of stuff. This is really about your personal, physical, spiritual, and mental equilibrium. So the place of comfort is absolutely the right place for you. Balance isn't equal. It changes, it adjusts, it repositions given the circumstances and the environment. I think that this is really supporting our rest message from the swirl. Rest could be found hidden in the nooks and crannies of your days and hours. And it's going to look upside down, but it's really about rebalancing. And just, you can do these like little mini pauses throughout the day. I find them very helpful. Let me just offer this. But even if I only have a few minutes to, number one, put my phone down, get a drink of water, really taste the water, feel it go down my throat, visualize replenishment, you know, and then I take a moment to drop my shoulders, make sure my neck is loose, drop my jaw, and just a couple easy breaths in and out, no counting required. Just deepening, feeling your belly soften. And then you're recalibrated. You know, you're ready to go through the next part of the day. All right, the illumination. We have the Archer reverse. This would be the Chariot in the traditional tarot. So outcomes are not so favorable this week if you leap before you look. All right? You don't want to go shooting off your arrows in any direction. All right? You just, not this week. Maybe next week. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. We're headed towards the first harvest. You don't want to burn all out before you get to the real heavy duty work. I would even say if you need to push off deadlines, feel empowered to do so, if at all possible. You know, there is no reason why you should be falsely imposing upon yourself things that are stressing you out and making you feel like your life is dragging you around by the hair. Or maybe this card might be telling you that you need to quit being a perfectionist. Let good be good enough. Sometimes good is just good enough, and you got to move on to the next thing. And when you feel like you're getting dragged around, ask for help. Yell, whoa, slow down, slow down. We need to refocus those arrows. The time to launch is near, but it's not here yet. All right? And that's what I've got for you this week. What do you think, gals?
That was very good.
I have to pay them to say that.
Slow it down. Be good to yourself.
Yeah, slow your roll this week. That's our
Yep.
That's our little mantra. Slow your roll. Easy for us to say since we're going, you know, to Gloucester, but Amy actually has to work, and I have to do some work.
And I have to swim in the water.
Yeah, Natalie has to swim in the water. Don't be jealous of me. Let me show you. I only have 2 decks tonight for card pulls because I'm really trying to practice this traveling light because Amy and I want to do a lot more of it. We're sick of being shut in. So I have the Wisdom for Healing cards by Carolyn Meese. The illustrations are by Janice Freed. I love this. I love Carolyn Meese, but I really like this deck, and I haven't had it out for a while. Next one is The Guardian of the Night Tarot by MJ Cullinane. I thought that this was a good deck to have because we are in a dark moon. What is it? Thursday?
Okay, Sunday.
No, the dark moon. Oh, I think
The 9th. The 9th
Oh, Thursday,
is the
yeah.
noon moon. So ask a question, put it out there. I'd love to pull some cards for people tonight. Who said it was their birthday, honey? Do you remember?
I can't tell, and I can't see any new feed.
You can't see any feed?
No, I cannot.
Well, Lindsay Linsenberger, Bigler,
Lindsay B.
she has a birthday on the 9th, and I am going to pull a card for her. She says, it's feeling pretty meant to be for the new moon in Cancer for this crab. Are you a good crab or a bad crab? Do you pinch or are you tasty? Oh, Lindsay. What I've got for you is the Emperor, sweetie. Time to take control. Time to sort of own your power in a big way. You're creating stability and structure. Not everybody wants to go along with the plan. That's okay. But remember, like, the situations where you actually have the authority and the empowerment to set the standard and maintain it. And anybody who doesn't meet your standards, I mean, unless they're your kids or your husband, I guess, you're really going to have to practice saying, that doesn't feel right for me. Hit me up for the next project. This one doesn't seem to fit. You know, I think you really need to work on that throat chakra of being able to say, yeah, I'd like to help out, but this doesn't feel like the right thing for me. I also want you to think about what is your mission statement? What is the law of the land for you personally? You know, what is your personal decree of sovereignty? This year, I think you're really going to be working on that, on refining yourself as a leader and a stabilizer and a voice of reason in an unreasonable world sometimes. That's what I've got for you, honey. Happy birthday. Who's next? Nobody has a feed but me. Is that what we're saying here?
Is anybody else?
Tina Martinez says that her birthday is the 9th. And she says she likes this morning's format. Oh, it has been a while. But Tina Martinez, here is a birthday card for you from the Guardians of the Night Tarot. Ooh, and actually it's going to be a 2-part. What we have is death and justice. And justice is reversed, okay? And what I'm hearing for you is that you've been pretty shaken up this last year. The transformation that you're experiencing right now, it's important. And I know there's a lot of components that feel unfair, ridiculous. Like, why am I even thinking about this now? But the transformation is requiring a higher level. And I have to say, Tina, I hope you know what I'm talking about because I am not really knowing. But this is a big one. 2 majors sitting side by side. On one, we have the snowy owl. And then on the other one, we have a bat, which could be food for an owl if you think about it. So I just think that there is some work to be done in your own ability to let go of what no longer serves you and to not worry so much about who's right, who's wrong, what's fair, what's not fair. As long as you're doing the next right thing, you're on schedule, you're on point. That's what I've got for you. Okay. Who else? Oh, Mandy, yeah, I did put up the balancing meditation, but I'll put it up again. I'll put it in the feed afterwards. No, not afterwards. I will put it in Tarot for Real Life tomorrow once I get to Gloucester and get settled, okay? Because that's way more realistic. Did you see me just say no to something?
I did.
It's like, no, that's not, we're going to eat dinner. No, that's not going to happen. All right. Hello, 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 hello.
Can you pull a card for my sister Heather, please?
Yes. Is there a question or anything?
Alex.
Oh. Well, I'm going to pull from Carolyn Meese's Wisdom for Healing card.
You get an idea what's going on?
Wow, wow, wow.
What's going on with her?
Yes, I do. Visualize, I'm showing Natalie first. Visualize a healthy mind and body.
Oh.
Visualize a healthy body and mind. Today's lesson, visualize yourself as completely healthy, inside and out. Do one thing that brings you closer to achieving that state. Your goal to do whatever it takes to become the healthiest you possible. And then falling out at the same time was this one. Act rather than wait. Okay? Do the healthy things now. I'm not sure how they're asked for this. Now you can't be a drill sergeant with her when we get to Gloucester.
We'll let her watch the replay.
Okay. Who else? Jill Peters Jangle says, I'd love a card.
Yay, you made it.
So, and she advocated for Tina and Lindsay. So I am going to pull a card for you, Jill. I think I'm also going to use Carolyn Meese's deck, this Wisdom for Healing. Cancer season, like take advantage of the healing vibe of Cancer season. Ooh. And this is clear out the debris. Oh my gosh, Jill, this is perfect for where the moon is right now. Clean out some stuff. Even if you just ceremoniously sweep around the corners of your house, sweep clockwise as much as possible, and then sweep it out your front door. Clear out the physical debris because it helps break up the emotional debris that you could be letting go of with this waning moon. Today's lesson, engage in psychic cleansing. How much debris do you carry in your energy field? Debris is generated by irritation, stress, unfinished business, and mental and emotional toxins. It's distracting and disempowering to the healing process, and your goal is to release unnecessary thoughts and emotions. So as you are doing the sweeping, I want you to imagine that with every particle of dust, you are sweeping away that which no longer serves you. You know, I don't know if we've done it in a long time, but once upon a time we made little tiny brooms that you could sweep your energy field with. Maybe we'll do that with the, what are those trees at Gloucester that I like with the little berries on them?
Not the pine trees, but the, oh God, begins with a C or an L. Cedar? No. Cedar?
No. I'll tell you. I'll show you them. I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'll show you. Cherie, I would love to pull a card for you, darling. From the Guardians of the Night Tarot, because she's requesting MJ. I find this deck to be a little more gentle than the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane. So, Cherie, what I have for you is the Ace of Pentacles, honey. You're not believing in yourself. You're not putting enough stock in what you've got going on. You're not investing in yourself, and you're certainly not participating in any new ideas. What is up, girl? You got to think about this. Right now. So I want you to do some journaling. We want to get this thing upright. We want to fill your coffers and fill your heart space and fill your head with new ideas and start new projects and have some adventures. But right now, if anybody needs the rest of the next few days until the new moon, your name has a nap cot. You know, your nap cot has your name on it. Go get on it and sleep for a while, or at least rest as much as possible. And I'm really hearing that you need to put your feet up. I don't want you just like sitting down and not really releasing, I want you to put your legs up if you can. I don't know what that's about, but if there's a connection, let me know. All right, we have a few more minutes. Let me just see. Oh, look, Stephanie, I would like a wisdom card for dealing with my dad's dementia. I want to help his wife, but I'm also needing quality me time after this isolation. Woo, big one. Let's go to the wisdom for healing cards. Number one, reach out to a support group for Alzheimer caregivers. You know, like people can really give you good ideas. Yeah. Reach out for some support. Become better. Let's see what Carolyn has to say about this, Stephanie. Discover one thing that would make you better and more empowered at what you do and who you are, and make it part of your routine. If this is difficult, identify why becoming better, and she does put it in quotes, is something you wouldn't want to do. Your goal to recognize how and why you sabotage your empowerment. So here's the thing. I am needing quality time for myself after this whole COVID thing is not a but statement. It's an I statement. So I want you to take the but out of that sentence to begin with. I also see the other half of that sentence. I want to help his wife. Great. How can you become better at helping his wife? And let me tell you, it's not taking over and doing things and overstretching yourself and not getting your own me time. So I want you to work at being better, actually better, not like, you know, a Jodi Picoult novel about Alzheimer's better. I want you to really be you and better. All right? I love you. I love you. I love you. All right, let's do one more because we have been on the road all day and I gotta tell you, I'm a little tired. Marguerite Pierce. Yes. Oh, Sharisa, yes, slow my roll. Okay. Marguerite, you can have a card. I'm going to pull from the Wisdom for Healing deck for you again. Not again. I'm going to pull from this deck again. So hands on your heart, hands in prayer, asking for the message that you need. See the synchronicity. I love this picture. I love looms in general, but I love this picture. Take note of all the synchronistic happenings and coincidences that occur on this day, and know that nothing happens by accident. Your goal to appreciate the divine details that are woven into every moment of your life. I think that this is beautiful. I think that this is an extra credit assignment. You know, first, we're going to just be with ourselves and take a restful moment. And then take it a little bit farther and say to yourself, what if nothing happened by accident today? What if it was no accident that I couldn't wake these two up this morning and to leave for Gloucester? And they were just so hard to wake up. Who's to say that I didn't, you know, have the best day ever because they wouldn't get up? You know what I mean? But I would also tell you to slow your roll. I would tell you to slow your roll because watching for synchronicities requires attention. And then I don't want you to say, coincidence. No, I want you to think, synchronicity. Look at that. That's a postcard from God. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right. So that's what I've got for you today, my friends. Let me just tell you, I accept tips through Venmo at Valerie Friend, and I'm booking $66 tarot readings for workation all through the month of July. So if you want to stay up to date with things, you might also want to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook, do all the things, share it with the others. All right, I'm so glad to be back. You're going to see me a little bit more over the next month because I've got some exciting things planned. I'm getting together with Liza Peterson, which is always, a journey into the muse. And the new deck is arriving, so we're going to do a deck tour. All right. I love you. Take care. Slow down. Rest. It's okay to rest.
Yahoo!